post. Not enough on that one as it misses.
That's some more rugged play from them inside. They have a decent edge in rebounds thus far.
And all that hard work on the boards needs to continue because that potentially may swing the game. Just such a good shooter from that range.
And you factor in his height advantage, it's almost unfair.
Ball against Oladipo. Kicks to Beal. Up top, Morris. 6 to shoot. Orlando grabs the miss. They come into this one following a loss to the Thunder.
And nothing went well offensively on this night for them. They were just completely disjointed.
Yeah, you could call it the 3 Ds. Disjointed, disorganized, discombobulated, or whatever else you wanted to use to describe that would be appropriate.
Really aggressive play there, taking it to the rack against the big fella.
You know, Greg, aggressiveness is really the only option when you're on the wrong side of the size equation.
And we're through the first half.
Well, Bradley, a nice...
Okay, good job battling them out there. Let's talk about some crucial areas from the first half. Our movement off the ball has been fantastic. All you need to do is look at our field goal percentage to see that. You can't shoot the ball as well as we have without good movement, and it has been very good. Our offense in the paint was a positive. Our entry passes were sharp, and you showed off some excellent post moves. Really nice footwork down there. And when it comes to the speed of the game, I'd love to see it being played at a walk. Not a sprint, if you get my drift. Let's not hurry things. Coming in, we knew this team wasn't going to roll over for us. If we're going to put them away, we got to execute. Let's bear down and finish what we started.
The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game. You look at Freak in this game, he has been everywhere.
Yeah, created a lot of quality shots for himself in that first half, and he knew when to pass it up when the double team came.
And that led to a very high points per shot number for him. For those of you that are into analytics, that stat really tells how efficient a player has been, and he's been very efficient so far.
On the court for Orlando, the backcourt is Payton and Oladipo. Gordon and Vucevic together in the post, and it's Kersey in at the 3.
Man, that is a missed opportunity right there.
And he'll be the first to tell you, Greg, that's one he should have knocked down.
The pass to Gordon. Inside, and Freak throws it down.
Really good awareness right there on the assist.
Washington with the ball. 7-point differential. Next up on the docket, the Bucks following this one. That game will conclude a 3-game homestand. Wall dishes to Gortat. Kersey against Porter. 5 to shoot for the 3. That's good. Porter's got 7 points in the game.
Boy, I tell you what, he loves getting looks like that from the three-point line. No one near him. That's a warm-up jumper for him.
To the paint. Here's Vucevic. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
And they're beginning to just flat-out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
It's stolen by Vucevic. Kersey with the screen on Wall. Payton passes to Kersey. Left side, Gordon. Here's the screen. Parked down low that time, and he got the 3-second call. And now let's take a look at a breakdown of this season's best rebounding point guard. John Wall, 4th.
And it may not be the first thing you think about, but if you look at a lot of the all-time great point guards, their rebounding, that nose for the basketball is a big part of their game.
Absolutely. I mean, that's no coincidence. The ability to have an impact everywhere on the floor, not just on the perimeter. I think that's what separates a lot of the great point guards from the good ones.
Kersey kicks to Nicholson. The shot is off, and it's Washington the other way. Their last meeting was in Orlando, where they were unable to fight off the Magic.
And given their performance in that game, which was not necessarily a work of art, I had a hard time believing it wound up being as close as it did.
And, you know, as it came down the stretch, Greg, I was thinking, how is this still a game? I mean, how is this still close? And you got the sense that it was never going to be their night.
Here's Porter. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Porter's got 5 points in the quarter.
Just a great job of attacking on the break.
Yeah, you know, exploding to the basket like that, Greg, just as soon as that ball was going the other way, that's exactly how you want to do it.
The fader. Kersey misses.
I think in that situation, that was a nice try to create some space for himself with the fadeaway.
It's deflected. Here's Fournier, looking for his first basket still in this one. Tries a three, and the rebound goes to Villanueva. Villanueva's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Feeds to Seraphin. Outside for Beal. Shoots. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7.
Get ready to go, Wizard Girls!
Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. You look at Washington. They've had a very slow start to the season so far, down in the bottom half of the conference. And, of course, there's the Magic, right behind them, just 1 spot down.
And seeing where Washington is, they weren't part of the discussion of teams on the rise as we came into the year. And now, quite frankly, we know why. If anything, they've taken a step back.
Yeah, and that's got to be terribly discouraging for them. I mean, I know how badly they wanted to contend for a playoff spot, but it's just not happening.
Wall dishes to Villanueva. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. Wall's got 5 assists tonight.
Boy, really nice job to take what the defense was giving him there.
Left side, Jennings. Pass to Kersey. Takes a 3. And it's Nene with the rebound.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Wall's shot is off.
And trying to come up with the highlight reel finish, somebody forgot to finish it.
Right wing. They set the pick. Fires it up. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. 14 points for Freak. Wizards trail by 5. Wall passes to Larkin. Dishes to Nene. He kicks it to Wall. Now here's Oubre. He's guarded closely. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Oubre's got his 2nd basket.
They're not as aggressive from the outside here, but maybe they should think about stretching the defense a little bit, like they did in the first half. I mean, stretching the defense makes it easier to score inside, too.
It's blocked. Oh, and a fast break for the Wizards. And Wall with the slam.
And really, he epitomizes what a point guard should be. I mean, his skill as a passer might actually be matched by that creativity he shows around the rim.
Well, judging by that jam, Greg, I'd say you're absolutely right.
Boy, that's a nice surge for them just when they needed it in a game that was so tight.
6 on the shot clock. Kersey kicks to Nicholson. Puts it up from 15. No good. In and out off the rim.
No breathing room at all to take that shot.
Oubre dishes the Wall. To the left wing. Nene with the screen on Jennings. For the lead. It's off. We welcome you back to what has been a good one here as we get into the 4th quarter. For the Wizards, Nene, he's checked in for Kevin Seraphin. Villanueva comes in for Oubre, and it's John Wall in for Bradley Beal. Kersey's checked in for Orlando. Payton comes in for Brandon Jennings. Nene and Gortat team up in the paint. Shane Larkin is out there with Wall, and it's Villanueva in at the 3 slot. That's the group on the floor right now. for Washington. Outside, Wall. Here's Larkin. The Wizards with another miss.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
It goes down, but with no defender near him, no need to go to the fadeaway.
Wall against Payton. Here's Larkin. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Kersey's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Oladipo. And yes, sir, that one drops. Payton's got 4 points this quarter.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
Wall passes to Larkin. Here's Nene. Orlando grabs the miss.
If they could end every possession with that shot, they'd be happy. 9 times out of 10, that's an easy layup for them.
Payton drives in, plays it up and banks it in. And the Magic lead by 16.
Wow, just look at that lead. Both ends, they have been the team in control.
Yeah, and they put the fans simply on mute. They've not had anything to cheer about, and they've been silent.
Villanueva with the bucket. 1:24 left to play here in the fourth. Here's Kersey, and he bangs it home with one hand.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness, as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Magic.
Clark, this was a physical game.
Yeah, but the awareness they had offensively to penetrate really was the difference.
And every win important. And this one will go down as win number 3.
And once the horn sounds, they're going to go up 2-0 in the season series.
But, Greg, still 2 more games upcoming between these teams, so we could have a few more twists and turns down the road.
A fantastic show. And what an amazing all-around game it was for Freak. And you have to love the effort he put forth on the glass. He played with a fire no one else could match as he chased down those rebounds. And he's been passive today, but maybe that's what he needs to get him going, because for them to be successful, he's got to be a little more selfish.
There's 37 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Here's Washington. Here's the teardrop. They retain possession. Villanueva with the bucket.
He was the first one to react to that miss. Excellent anticipation on his part. A hustle play on the putback by him.
You got it. Let's get the ball inside.
There's the screen. Passes to Gordon. From 11 feet away, Gortat with the rebound. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. A solid win on the road for them. This building was...
We were men amongst boys tonight. Whew.
Well, Nick, what can you point to as the team's primary strength for getting this win here tonight?
We were really good on defense, and then...
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Welcome back, Ernie Johnson along with Shaq and Kenny the Jet. Let's quickly move forward now to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Freak.
Anytime you deliver that sort of production we saw from him tonight, you're going to put your team in position to win. He gave them points in bunches, and when they needed them. It's not always about how much you get, but when you get those points up on the board.
When Freak puts it all together, it's no contest to who the best player on the court is. He was outstanding tonight. His feel and understanding of the game were on display.
And that'll do it for our broadcast tonight. Hope you enjoyed the show. For me and Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, have a